Hi everyone and welcome to Game Number 2 with Tommy and Wero. Today we have Tommy on the left in blue as the 1st British Armoured. Lovely to see them in once more. And over on the right in red we have Wero as the 79th Tank Division. 2 tank divisions. 79th obviously with the slightly heavier tanks once you bring in the T-80UDs in particular. Good spread of units for both players. Quite a lot down here. Most of it is going to the centre though, just going for defensive positioning of recon on the bottom point there for Wero. Few more units coming in this way. Ooh, look at this. Is that a load of scorpions and scimitars? It is. This is interesting. Could be that Tommy is going to do a push on Echo fairly early on. Defensive units here mainly as well for Wero, but at the moment it looks like Tommy is going to have control of this area. Obviously vitally important to control this area. If Wero gets it, then it stops Tommy from being able to bring in reinforcements to the centre from this side. More commands in right now for Wero, so he will snap the middle up quite quickly. CV going around to Golf, and then I assume we'll come to Charlie afterwards. Tornado in there. Goes for the Mi-8, but does not get the kill, and is at risk here. Osa's engaging it. It does get out intact. Very lucky. Tommy with a decent early position in the centre. Certainly a lot more units here for Wero though. It feels like Tommy has put quite a bit into this little push with the Foxes and the Scorpions and things. T-62 coming in here and a T-62 here as well. That T-62 is being brought in here, so I feel like he's going to deal with the Fox, but he's perhaps seen all of the other stuff coming in as well. They're now being moved much further forward. Motostrelki being deposited here as well. I expect that tank will be stopped and turned around to engage here. BMP-2s here as well have been stopped. Chopper is taken out. There's another chopper here and another one being called in. And another tank being called in. Lots of T-62s again for this fight. BMP-2s engaging on all of these units. I can't decide who's doing better here. Certainly some damage to these units. T-62 is here now though. Yeah, we're going to start seeing these units explode. Scorpions do have the little tank gun. More reinforcements coming in here. Unfortunately, I think this was a good idea by Tommy, but I think he's going to be sandwiched between lots of units coming in for Wero, but it has caused a good distraction. Another command coming in here for Tommy now. He has managed to cap all the back points, but at the moment, +3 to Wero. He is well in the lead in points now. Tornado F3 taken out by that MiG-31. MiG-31 is performing pretty well in this patch. I believe this is the previous patch to the currently live one, as I did have to load the older viewer. 2 commands in for both players now. One in the middle here. This is actually a T-80 BVK. Oh, seed plane in, gets the kill on the Osa. Wero will have to be a little bit more careful with any radar he brings in now. I'm surprised these are still doing the damage that they're doing. They did manage to kill the other tank by the looks of it. Tornado AA coming in again, gets the kill on that chopper. Tommy spending quite a bit on aircraft. Oh wow, look at the middle. Tommy has managed to push Wero out of the centre and has taken it. I'm genuinely surprised by this. I expect this is an issue of a 265-point tank being bought at the start as a command vehicle means that Wero simply had less elsewhere. And now he's had to refocus efforts down here because of this push. It's allowed Tommy just to take control of the center. So that little push down here has played a massive role in getting Tommy to +3 at the moment. A brilliant distraction. Even if it hasn't succeeded in taking the point, he will be pleased with that. A little bit concerning now, there's nothing here defending though. Obviously Wero doesn't know that, but he may seek to push the advantage and take that point. Very little up here as well, but very little for Wero. I don't think he can make a push there. It's difficult right now. I think Tommy has slightly more on the field because of the infantry in the center, which is spreading out quite far, incidentally. I think he's hunting down that T-80. But lots of reinforcements coming in now. Anything coming in the other side? There's a fox coming in there. Oh, a couple of chieftains coming in down here. Oh, wow. More than a couple. 3 chieftains. And just some more Terrier's Paras. Now, there wasn't a attack chopper called in, but I assume that's been taken down by the javelins back here. They're a funny little unit. Rover command vehicle rushing it. He's just rushing into the point. There's a T-62 there and a Metis. I mean, he's going to decap it, which will put him to +5, but he won't actually take it. Spetsnaz crew engaging on it though. It's taking damage. He's had second thoughts. It's taking a lot of damage. T-80 has been found. Carl Gustav going for it. This one as well. He's running. Laying down plenty of covering fire. Another 3 T-62s coming in down here. We'll be going up against the Chieftain. Seed coming in again. There's actually Seed AA in now. Obviously, Tommy doesn't know that. 2 MiG-31s in, though. Oh, that is annihilated. The Chieftain coming in. A Hell Arm coming in there. The Hell Arm is clearly to deal with that T-80. There's still an Igla here, though, with some ammo left. Very little movement at the top, but I do see Tommy just getting slightly closer with some recon. Chieftain's coming in here. One splitting off. Getting a good spread in more defensive positioning, perhaps. More T-62s coming in, heading towards the center now. BMP-1 trying to get a shot off on that Chieftain. SAS patrol here, taking pot shots at the Igla. With their sniper rifle. And they kill them. More tanks being caught. There's a lot of T-62s coming in. A lot of T-62s. I mean, they're reasonably priced. 85 points apiece. They dish out the damage and you can have a lot of them. Poor Terrier's Paras caught off guard by many tanks. T-80 PVK is all the way back here now. And Tommy has taken the lead in points. But there will be a counter push from Wero sooner or later. That command was taken all the way back to the point there. Here come those T-62s. Javelin engaging on the Mi-8. Javelin about to get wrecked by all those tanks, though. This is Wero's counter push here. He's also preparing for a counter push in the center. Some chieftains coming in there, heading towards the top. Chieftain is going to get spotted by this chopper, I assume. Yeah, it's visible. Nice shot by the chieftain, but there's simply too many. It's outnumbered. That supply is going to get taken. More Chieftain Mark 9s coming in. And some Milans. T80U coming in. Here's the big boys. 20 front armor, 20 penetration. All supply vehicle destroyed. Counter push in the middle as well at the same time from Wero. Got advantage in points to Tommy right now, but it could all come undone here. Wero has stalled here while he gets some repair on these tanks. Scouts getting taken out here. They have been spotted. This is difficult. There was a point where I felt like Wero was a bit thin on the ground, but now it's looking a bit more even in this game. I do feel like these two are quite evenly matched at the moment. And it's hard to say which way this game could go. Tommy may have an advantage in points right now, but as we've just seen, Wero did to start with. Things can change. T80U is coming down here as well. That's a lot of firepower. Loads of recon coming in. Chieftains engaging on... Well, maybe not. They're smoked and are reversing. They're opening fire. Oh! Not ideal. Cluster bomber wouldn't go amiss on these things right now. Challenger coming in. Good choice. Though there is a T80U there as well. What's happening up at the top? There's Foxes behind, and I mean, they're going to cause issues for these units coming in as reinforcements. But I can't see Tommy doing a big push up there. Where Wero is making progress in the center here. The SAS are getting damaged. And they're not normal SAS, so they only have satchel charge. They don't have any tank and they don't have any air. Command tanks coming back in now. T80 trying to get shots off with his missiles on these chieftains. A little bit stalemated right now, but I feel as though when the time comes, Wero could make a good attempt at a push at a couple of points here. Certainly he's going to get back into the center here. SAS doing a really good job there. These guys struggling. And there's no supply in there. T80U taking shots at this thing. Misses with a missile. We'll try again, I'm sure. Hellam is in, taking pot shots. Milan is... It's going to be very close to those tanks. Although they are reversing the tanks because of the Hellam. And here we go, all changed. Look at all of this in the middle. It's looking very red. Tommy's unit's completely surrounded. Is this where Wero turns the game around once more? Oh, Tommy has an answer to this. He's going for the top. He's pushing in his tanks. He's got the Gazelle over those units in the buildings. He's got warriors coming in behind with the arm rifles. And there is a command just ready to go into that point. He's got the Foxes around the back to help defend. This could change things dramatically if he caps that. And then in an ideal world, he could just counter cap the center if he can hold the top, and he'll still have a positive score. There we go. Top is neutralized. Just +1 to Wero. Oh, there is a command in there. Of course, the command's still in there. The Fox coming in to try and find it. I think Tommy was hoping for a complete cap there. This is very red. There are a lot of units in there right now. Where's that T-80U at? It can't be dead. I've lost the T-80U. It was here. T-80UD coming in. UD has 21 front armor rather than the 20. Where did the T-80U go? I'm so confused. There it is. It's hidden up there. Another chieftain down. Top point is capped by Tommy. He managed to kill the command. And he's got quite a few units up there and more coming in. He should be able to hold. He's also got units coming in to hold this side of the center. +1 currently to Tommy. Not quite in the halfway mark of this game yet. And it feels like a real battle between these two. Careful maneuvering, careful planning, building up forces. No rushing about wildly. Look at this. Huge tank push from the center down to this point. This could be Tommy's undoing. That is a lot of tanks. And from this side as well. Everything is going to get sandwiched. 2 Challenger Mark IIs being called in there. This Challenger doing its best, but it's in a bad position here. He's trying to reverse it out of there. Another chieftain is down. Pelham's working hard here, and the Milan Paras. They do have Milan 2s. Another kill. He is managing to clear up the tanks down here. There is an Igla coming in with them, though. Oh, Challenger Mark II is down. That's a nasty loss. Just caught up in that big attack. But look at this. This is great for Wero. But he's about to be hit in the center by all these units from Tommy. So he may have to stop this assault and turn around. Though he's going to get his command in first. But he's only going to be able to neutralize. He will not take it. Although that needs to move quickly. There we go. Command is in the center straight away for Tommy. I didn't even see that rolling in. Center goes back to Tommy. +5 to Tommy. As this is now neutralized. But now that means that a command has to be moved back up there. There is a counter assault on that top point with a bunch of choppers. Which seem to be doing a reasonably good job. There is a javelin engaging on them. This is like musical command zones. Tommy's pushing. He's not going to stop. Command back in the top there for Wero. Just +3 to Tommy. Back to +1 now. That's capped. See 2580 in here. Those challenges are on the way still. Javelin almost getting a kill there. Working very hard. Lots of rifles coming in there. At least they have some decent anti-tank. Which are needed right now. These tanks are clearly hunting this CV. He has stopped some of his tanks though. As obviously this is going on in the middle. There's a lot of good counterplay in this game. It's weird because we went through a period in the tournament, I think earlier last year in particular, where there was a lot of this. One person pushed one point on the map, someone pushed the other side. You know, it was like alternating sides of the map were getting pushed constantly. And then it kind of petered out, and we didn't see that quite as often. But this has been constant. Every time one area is pushed, something else is getting pushed by the other player. And it's not something I've seen as often recently. It's interesting that it's sort of gone back to that. And whether it's just these two players and their playstyles, or if that's where the meta is heading again, it's interesting to see how these things change over time and patch to patch. Guerrero's consolidating control here and is trying to push stuff back into the center. Nice kill on another chieftain by those T-62s. Chance is pushing around here. The T-80U has been destroyed. A couple of Gazelle rockets there, just cleaning up some of the infantry. Another T-80U coming in though. Heading to the center. T-62s are seriously cleaning up this game. They're doing an exceptional job. Currently still +1 to Tommy though. He's still trying to fight hard for this top point. Chieftain in there taking shots at the Sappery. Still some big heavy tanks pushing into the center here. Is there a command coming in for the center? Yes, there is. There's one there. Another T-80 BVK. I mean, there's no messing about here from Guerrero. He's bringing in the big heavy tanks as commands. Although that one's caught on its own right now, and those Challenger Mark IIs do pose a big threat to it, but he doesn't have the recon to see it. Challenger can't see it. Nothing else can see it. Nothing else is anywhere near range for that. Counter cap in the center, back to +2 for Guerrero. Just over 17 minutes left of this game, and honestly, I don't know who's going to win this. It's easy for Guerrero to make up these points. In 17 minutes, no shadow of a doubt, he can make up these points and take the lead. Equally, Tommy still has a lot on the field. He can potentially counter some of this stuff. I think he's going to push the top again, and I think he could easily push back in there. There's not a lot in there to stop him, and he is bringing in another command for that. The center, I think it's really touch and go. I think right now, Guerrero has more available. But down here, it's the other way around. Tommy, again, has more. Challenger coming in there. Good hit on the T-80. T-80 will return fire. Oh, it's smoking. He's trying to get it out of there. T-62 over here. Going to get a side shot on that Challenger. Oh, misses. S-25 AT coming in, though. This could be the end of these Challengers. Good hit. One Challenger down. The other one, oh, not quite in range for a quick switch on the missile lock. Guerrero needs to get that command to safety, but he can't really move it. And that Challenger is out for blood. I don't think Tommy cares if it dies. Tommy just needs that command dead. It's in the smoke. Oh! SU-25 comes back in and finishes the job. Oh, Tommy, I'm feeling for you there. It was sat in the smoke, but it must have just been out one side. Strafing runs now with the SU-25. No AA there to stop it. Going after the choppers as well. It's got free reign. A couple of HE bombers coming in there. Going for... I think he was hoping the command was there, but it's not. MiG-31's coming in. Oh, the loss of both of those Challengers at the bottom. Tommy back in control of the top, though. Wait, what? What? The T-80 BVK is destroyed. What killed it? Is that it there? I think the rifles killed it. I need to look at the end. I am so confused. Did he move it in fear of those bombers and then the rifles killed it? +3 to Tommy. This changes things completely. I was not expecting the command in the center to die. Another command being brought in urgently. That was completely unexpected. Command at the top dead as well. So the top point will switch now. So back to +5. If Tommy can kill this command at the bottom, he'll be in a very good position. Reinforcements coming in here now to try and retake that top point. But it's only a bunch of Sapri, and they're going to be walking into a wall of Warrior Milan, so they're going to be shot to bits. Wero making good progress across the center, though, has managed to kill another tank there. Rover is running away. Chieftain 11 command coming in here, but Wero is consolidating control of this point. He is bringing in more reinforcements there. An artillery piece coming in. First artillery piece we've seen in this game. Challenger Mark II coming in at the top, heading towards the center. Just wanted to double check, but I expected so. That Rover is going to die very soon. There's a lot of back and forth in this game, but at the moment, Tommy is winning on points. Just under 13 minutes left of this game. I think Tommy might have it. I genuinely thought for a few minutes there he was in trouble, but the kill on that command in the middle, unexpected and very, very beneficial. Other command has arrived, though. Back to neutralized. He will now take this. Command has been killed here, but command was back in immediately. Still +1 to Tommy. Unless he loses this chieftain, which he might. Because he's up against some infantry with AT. Tommy's still finding hard in the middle here. Oh, here we go. The reinforcements have arrived. There is an Osa there, though. HE Bomber going for... I don't even know what that tried to drop on. I would have thought it was going for that, but maybe it got spooked before it did. Rifle's trying to go for it, that's for sure. Nowhere near the range, though. Gazelle rockets coming in here to try and deal with this stuff that's pushing that tank. Taken out by the Iglas, though. That Chieftain does not have eyes on the BMP-2, but the BMP-2 is being killed by the Gazelles. SU-25AT going straight for that command tank. Yeah, there's no way that's surviving. Even if it smokes, I think. Wait, what? It couldn't see it. He just did an attack ground maneuver. He was no longer able to see it, so it couldn't launch its missiles. That's unlucky. I was convinced Wero was going to annihilate that there. Hell Arms coming in here. Hunting that tank. Wero pivoted from the center up to the top here. Dropped his command off. He will neutralize that to +1. Due to his control of the center. These Hell Arms need to kill this command tank. It's a bit all over the map, this one. I'm not quite sure where to look right now. SU-25 at the top there. Another SU-25 coming in here. Just flying to the back. Everything is trying to find that chieftain again. Except the Igla, who I think are trying to chase down the Hell Arms, but are actually out of ammo. Both the SU-25s coming in, trying to find that tank. Oh, they're going for the choppers instead. T-80 BVK, once again, escaping death. Wero's doing a good job of keeping that alive. Both of these choppers in serious trouble from the SU-25s there. Chieftain command tank's been spotted. Here's the death. Yeah, surely now. Yeah, there it goes. I was going to say, I was surprised when the missile missed. And even if that T-80 BVK dies now... +3 to Wero. 1,952 points. 1,952 points. 48 points to the win. And Wero may have just taken this game. Command enters the center for Tommy. If it can stay there. If it can stay there and that command stays alive at the top. This will remain +3. And Tommy will take the win on points. Even though, let's be honest, he has nothing left on the field. Command briefly was out of the top there. That gave a boost to Tommy. Tommy takes the win. Oh my word. Oh my... Look at the kills to losses difference in that game. We've seen this a couple of times. That is a hell of a difference for Tommy to take the win. That was a really back and forth game. I genuinely thought Tommy was stuffed at the end. Sorry, Tommy. I genuinely thought when you lost that command tank at the bottom, I thought that was going to be game over. And the amount Wero had on the field was just so much more. Wow. Now, what... There were a couple... What killed that command tank is what I would like to know. The command tank died near the end. Let's have a look at the bottom here. So I'm looking for a command tank. It was the rifles. So when those bombers came in, I assume Wero moved the command tank. But let's see. Scimitar got a lot of kills that game. Milan got a few kills. We're ignoring the tanks. Ignoring the tanks. I mean, in terms of pure numbers of kills, Scimitar gets MVP. It did kill quite a lot, including a chopper. That was a great game, and genuinely, I didn't know who was going to win that. That really could have gone either way. But exceptionally well played to both of you. Wero made an amazing comeback from the start when it genuinely looked like he had very few forces left on the field. And he managed to push back and get that many kills by the end. He did an exceptional job. But Tommy just stuck it out, getting those points, and it worked. And points mean prizes. One game to each of them for this tournament round. Thank you very much everyone for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you all soon for some more Warner.